Hello to my Capricorns. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. All right, Capricorns, let's get right into it. The moon has either moved into Cancer or it will be moving into Cancer. And so this is not an emotional awareness. So being aware of self and your emotions, right? So Cancer is ruled by the moon. And the moon is all about your intuition, about going within, pouring into yourselves. Cancer, like I said, it has an affinity with the moon. The moon has an affinity with water, emotions, those kind of things. So when your emotions are low, that's when you want to really pour into yourself unapologetically. Is where you want to shut everything down and say, okay, I need to go within, no matter where you are, who you're around. Hey, I need to shut it down. I don't need to be going to hang out later. I need to just shut it down, right? Get your rest, right? So you deserve the best. You deserve the best. That's right. You deserve the best. And that's exactly what's coming your way, the best. Alrighty, let's get it. Let's get right into it. You deserve the best. You deserve the best. That's right. You deserve the best. You deserve the best. 315. So it's time to declutter your life. So create mental space. I feel like somebody talks love, right? So this is about love. So it's time for you to learn your love language and learn how to stand alone when you're dealing with very stubborn energies. When you're dealing with energies that, they're wired to be very stubborn. You need to learn how to stand alone. So if you got a manager that's basically like, hey, we're all going to whatever, happy hour. We're throwing around a round of drinks or whatever, and your doctor is saying, hey, listen, or hey, you're not supposed to have anything. Hey, have a glass of water. That could be something. Or if you're, potluck or whatever in the office, if people are still doing potlucks, it's okay to raise your hand to dietary restrictions, right? So whatever it is, but create mental space. Your state of mind is a direct reflection of your physical space. Your angels are signaling you that work needs to be done here. The time is right to declutter your space as a way to declutter your mind. Take an inventory of the room that you are currently in. Is there one thing you can clean, store, donate, recycle, or throw away? Right? So somebody could have, that physical space that you're in. You're not somebody, all of that is energy. All of it is energy. So somebody could have something in your space that is distracting you. Everything is energy. You could have pictures around you that's distracting you. You could have stuff from years ago that you should have thrown away that could be distracting you. It's cluttering you. It's really cluttering your mind. Somebody can't think straight. You can't really see how you could have missed something, right? Sometimes you can't see how, you talk about how you should have ended something with certain energies. You should have ended something with certain energies a long time ago. Certain loved ones you should have ended certain things with. Because you got all this clutter around. Somebody couldn't think straight. And so sometimes you can't see things until something ends, and you see the dark side of when something ends. When you see the dark side of 9, when you see people who are tyrannical, and when you see people throw a complete fit when something ends, when they say they love people. So Source is saying you deserve the best, and you don't deserve the worst when something ends. So if you got to see the worst in people when something ends of something that you created, Source is saying you holding on to something. You holding on to their energy, something that has connected to their energy. Your gifts have been increased. Somebody is a Cambian spirit, an offspring from a union between an incubus, succubus, and a human parent. So what that means is, let's say for instance, let's say for instance, you're friends with somebody. As long as you're giving them your best, you are loved. Long as your life is cluttered up, I'm talking about your house is a storage space for whatever it is you've given them. You got pictures and photos. You got all these memorabilia of stuff that you've done for them. All this stuff. Your house is cluttered with their energy. You can't see that they probably don't have anything that they've done for you, and they don't see anything wrong with that, because you've always wanted the best for them. You feel like they deserve the best, right? But I bet you if you went to their house, they don't have anything stored up for you. They can't show you. They haven't wanted increase for you. So Source is saying to you, you don't know that a lot of times until something has ended for them. When they see that other people see that you deserve the best, then you see a tantrum come out, and it's almost like you see a different spirit, the Cambian spirit. That's when you see all heck break loose, and you're just like, oh my God, the answers you seek are coming. So Source is saying, make room for a new blessing. You have a brand new blessing coming in, because this is your heart. You want the best for people. And so Source is saying, but don't be so stubborn that you can't see when people don't want the best for you, because it's their way or the highway. Don't be so stubborn that you just sitting there waiting for it. So your new home awaits. Your new home awaits. Get some fresh air. Get some fresh air. You have the gift of premonition. So Source will keep showing you in the best way that you get a message through. You know how we hear that Source will meet you where you are, right? Or God will meet you where you are, or your Savior will meet you where you are. It's true. If you're a person who watches TV a lot, it'll come through television set, meaning that Source will keep showing you. Or if you're a person who, whatever form of media, however you get messages through, whether it's this video, somebody, you keep hearing something, you see numbers over and over and over again, you'll see animals or birds or whatever. Start looking things up, the spirit, the spiritual significance of things. So that Source is trying to say that you have the gift of premonition. So if you start looking things up, you'll start saying, okay, something must be coming. Source is telling me to declutter my life. I need to make room for some kind of a blessing coming. I don't know what it is yet, but Source keeps giving me all of these signs that something is coming, that I deserve the best. So that means somebody out there doesn't think you deserve the best, and Source is about to expose them. So you don't have to be shocked. You just have to be prepared. So check your request list again. So I see you being booked and busy and not bitter and burdened. Bitter for what? Source is trying to help you see that you operate in a spirit of love. You're at a high frequency. Somebody is a very high frequency. You want the best for people, and that's okay. When you want the best for people and they don't want the best for you, Source is saying, I'm about to put you around some people who genuinely want the best for you. I don't know who I'm talking to here, but your gifts have been increased. Your gifts have been increased. So somebody met their match. I keep trying to tell people to operate in a spirit of love. There are signs all around you. When you operate in a spirit of love, Source is rewarding you. He apologizes for betraying you, whoever he is. I don't know who he is. So it could have been your friend, the next door neighbor, I don't know. But messages from your ancestors. Messages from your ancestors. Pour into yourselves more. Pour, pour, pour. Pour, even if I'm talking about cup got to be overflowing. Pour every single day. Pour into you till that cup is overflowing. Even if people think that you're being selfish, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from a half of a cup. Somebody wants to call you, but they haven't changed. They're planning to disrupt your money, backfire. And it's because you have deposited so much good into the universe, Capricorn, that Source is the one that's rewarding you with this overflow. You cannot pour from an empty cup. I don't know who I'm talking to here, but it's your time to shine. It don't matter what you do. You can be an accountant in the office. You've been just going for people. So it's like, okay, it's your time to start receiving. Time for you to learn how to receive the best. You deserve the best. When somebody's been on the cusp of somebody has been in a test for a long time, and so Source is saying, if you don't think you deserve the best, who do you think deserves the best? That's what Source is trying to tell you. It's like, so somebody's heart has been in the right place towards people, and so it's like, okay, Source is rewarding you. So your gifts have increased. Your gifts have increased. So I see you about to be booked and busy, not bitter and burdened. Yeah. The source has been testing you. So get some fresh air. Get out the house, get some fresh air. King of Cups, somebody is emotionally mature. You're a very emotionally mature energy, right? Four of Swords, so it says get some rest, get some rest, get some rest. You've lamented long enough. You've lamented long enough. You've cried over something long enough. You've been disappointed way too many times. You know, talked about behind your back. A lot of stuff has happened. Bullied, all of that. Everything that could have happened, happened, right? Five of Wands, challenged. You've been through it all. Competition, challenges, obstacles. You've been through that, and that. So Source is saying to you, it's time for you to declutter your life. Create mental space. You deserve the best. Make room for a new blessing. A new blessing. Right? Four of Pentacles. So this is where you're being more conservative with your time here. Two of Pentacles here, right? So this is where money is coming in. Money is coming in to balance some things out. So you're learning how to see things from a higher frequency. You resolve something within your spirit. You resolve something within your spirit. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, you've resolved something within your spirit. Whatever it is you needed to resolve within your spirit that people is judging you for. Remember, Pluto is still retrograde, so some people were judging you for something that, you know, judging you about something in your spirit. Making you feel some kind of way, judging you and someone else. Bullying you, challenging you. And once you come to terms with that in your spirit, whatever that is, once you come to terms with it, and you realize you deserve the best, once you come, that's all that matters. Once you come to terms with it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Whatever it is. Five of Pentacles here. Yeah, some energy. So that's how close you are. Like, I see, you know, people were paid to cause poverty, illness, health issues, worry, isolation, financial loss, need, insecurity, for you to make you feel worthless. Threats are being put out. I mean, just demonizing people. So, but you're on top of things. Yep, you're on top of things. So, here's the Ace of Swords here. But those energies you'll be cutting off because of what was done behind your back and someone else's back, so that you can move on. Because of your level of emotional maturity, like I said before, because of your level of emotional maturity at this point. Then we have Three of Wands here. And so, again, the gift of premonition. Where is this? Here. Gift of premonition. There's a movie with Sandra Bullock, Premonition. I don't know if people have seen it. And while this is different from that movie is kind of scary in a sense because, of course, the storyline, but she sees something before it happens. It's kind of like walking her backwards, and she's trying to stop something, right, in the movie. A source will show you what good news, bad news, whatever, right? So here we have Three of Wands here, teamwork. So somebody is when you're trying to expand, it's like you were trying to expand. You were talking about some kind of expansion. And so Source is saying, moving forward, somebody is going to listen to, you're going to learn how to be in receiving mode and listen to where people what people have an issue with. Like in terms of where they kind of sort of stand on particular issues. Like if they have a particular issue with a group of people, what issues they have, because you're talking about expansion, and you could be talking to someone who has a conflict with that, who can be your competitor, who has a rival in that particular area, who is a challenge, and you may not even know it. You may not even know it. So from now on, somebody's going to be careful of who you're talking to, like who you're talking to. Because things can go real fast, like, you know, real fast, right? So here we have the Eight of Swords here. Yep. Yep, Eight of Swords here. So 5 and 6, yeah. Yeah, so somebody could have been talking to, someone who didn't like you. Right? Here's a Hermit card. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep, somebody could have been talking to somebody who didn't like you. Or didn't like somebody that you know. They didn't like you and somebody that you didn't know. They could have been connected to somebody that you didn't like you, or somebody that you didn't know, that you know, or somebody that you love, right? Right, so I look here, I'm looking at your cards here. I see somebody is looking for some kind of like a, now I'm looking at your cards. I see you talking to a group of energies now. I'm saying you're sitting around talking to a group of people. Now that something has come to an end. Looking at your cards here, I'm seeing that you are either working a job where you're happy, very happy with where you are, because something is really kind of sort of fulfillment, or like a dream come true for you. It's going to feel like a very family-oriented energy around you. Something for you is going to feel like a family environment for you, where you're going to feel very much welcome with open arms. Somebody's not going to feel bullied where you are. Something is going to feel very much like it's a new hope for you. Let me see if I can get some more information now that something is over for you. Because again, you deserve the best. You deserve the best. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, there's a fire sign, a Leo, who is attached to an Aries, who's connected to a here's the Devil card, came out twice, who's demonizing you and someone else. Demonizing you and someone else's past. What's the opposite of the there's someone else from your past who knows you, spoke very, very highly of you and someone else. Someone who loves you spoke very highly of you and someone else. And they created a different kind of picture. Basically, like you all deserve the best. You and somebody deserve the best. So whoever, let me see. Yeah, they have a lot more information. Here we have the King of Pentacles here. A wealth of knowledge about something. So whoever he is, okay. Yeah, somebody has a wealth of knowledge about somebody. Okay, I'm seeing what this is. Okay. Yeah, here's the King of Cups here. Yeah, so in hindsight, somebody would have tossed something into a burning bowl and just walked away from something. Yeah, in hindsight. So the Eight of Cups looks like an infinity symbol when you turn to the side. You'd have walked away from two energies and moved on in hindsight. But again, this again speaks to pouring into yourself. This is your moon sign. Knowing what your moon sign is, pouring into you on a daily basis, not weekly, daily. Please pull your birth chart, find out what your moon sign is, and pour into you daily. Getting your rest, drinking your water, those things. That's it. Whoever you are, that is it, and that is all. Gratitude. So, fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. Yeah, for you wherever I go. Oops, wait a minute. Yeah, so it's time for you to declutter your life. Time for you to declutter your life. And build your strength, third eye strength. There's tons of videos, third eye. Listen to third eye. That's brow chakra. Yeah, third eye strength, brow chakra. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. I think this is it. Yep. Okay. Where was I? All right. So whatever you wish. Okay, when you lessen the importance of problems and suffering, life will swing back into balance. Stop the struggle and feel peace. The world responds to you. There you go. All right. So I need you to stay focused and stay away from karmics. That's the dark side of 8. So people who have unresolved anger issues. So remember who you are. Remember who you are. You carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself, and nothing will bring you down. Nothing will bring you down. All right? So, yeah. All right. So, you have King of Pentacles worth of information. So, whoever he is, I don't know who he is. Okay. All right, pray about it. Source will tell you who he is. All righty, that's what I have for you. Bye.